What? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the newest episode of the Animation Corner, where I show off my beautiful animation media, or other things that I want to show, and show you what I update this with every single month, for the most part. This takes a bit longer than I usually thought. So before I continue, if y'all know, this month not only it's Thanksgiving, like the Thanksgiving month, Black Friday month, whatever it's called, but it's also my birthday month. And if you could tell with this month, I bought a lot of things. Mind you, I didn't spend all my money, at least not yet, but I am taking a break for the rest of the month, so I could, focus on what I want to buy next for the next month, which of course is the Christmas season for the next month. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what I got. So before I get started, this things I did got for my birthday, but I don't want to show. It's mostly clothes, but I will say one of the clothes I got is this awesome members only South Park coat. Like that is sick. And there's another little thing, but I'm not sure I could be able to show that unless I want my YouTube to get demonetized. And description of the product is those little sponge things where it'd be like you put that in the water, leave that shit for like 72 hours, and then it will go to like 6 inches. And the reason why I can't show you that is not just because of what the product does. It's what the product looks like, and let's just say it's not safe for content, not safe for work. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Also, before I show off like the media, plushies, and a game, yes, I got a game, so I'm gonna show that too. I did forgot to mention one thing from yesterday. Wanted to subscribe the changes in the background you see here, and I think it's this section, and I'm not sure. Mind you, I don't remember, but you can tell it's mostly Nickelodeon, but on top I put like a bunch of Paramount stuff. So like say the Sonic movies is owned by Paramount, which Paramount owns, or at least Viacom, the people who owns Paramount stuff, also owns Nickelodeon. So I put some Paramount stuff. I put the Mario and Sonic Deke cartoons, because technically that shit is on Paramount Plus. So because of that, I added that. And that's why you see South Park there, mostly because, like again, Comedy Central, the channel who plays South Park episodes, is also owned by Viacom. So it's like a Viacom section of complete series, films, and stuff like that. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with these little guys right here. So, these are these minifigs, or collectible figurines, where I think when it first released, it's supposed to celebrate the 90th anniversary of Mickey Mouse. And you can tell because each figure represents a history. Like, of course, we got Steamboat Willie Mickey. I mean, I like the details with some of these. Then we got Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia. I don't know what this Mickey is supposed to tell us, so I'll put it here. It's like a casual Mickey. So I'll put it like in the middle. Then we got the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Mickey, and you can tell if you look at the ground. And then, of course, I know this could maybe represent the Pie Eye Mickey, where it has pie eyes on it. But I kind of look at this as the newer Mickey Mouse cartoons, the one they have like the Ren and Stimpy like humor and stuff, which that is definitely my favorite version of Mickey Mouse. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, pretty good. I guess in terms of toys, and recently, I think around Halloween, I finally started watching a show that the internet either loves or hates, Hazbin Hotel. I started watching it because it's one of those shows like I always have interest in. It's just I didn't have time, so I watched it with one of my lovers, which I know she really loves Hazbin Hotel, and same thing as one of my friends on Discord, which I'm not gonna name because personal reasons, and I want to keep them in private. But I really love Hazbin Hotel. Like that is generally becoming one of my favorite adult cartoons of all time. Like it is phenomenal, and you better believe I'm excited for the last 2 episodes of season 2. By the time when this was recorded, which if you want to know, I'm recording this on a Tuesday, like a day before they released the final 2 episodes of season 2. I'm genuinely excited. So, because I become like automatically a fan of the show, I got some plushies of the show. So here we got Angel Dust. This is the YouTube's version, and man, he looks so cute, but soft too, like as hell. It is one. I got this one on eBay. It's new, like technically new, but the packaging is a little bit ripped. But I don't really care because let's be honest, I love plushies, and you could tell in a bunch of my room all over. I don't usually keep them sealed in plastic bags or whatever. But yeah, pretty good deal with this guy. But yeah, I love Angel Dust. Like, generally one of my favorite characters. There you go. And then we got these little guys. I bought these ones on Amazon. These are, I think it called Bandai Spirits, which, well, if you, let me show you. If you look at the tag, you could tell this is like a Japanese exclusive, but I got this on Amazon. And mind you, it's not with import fees. Don't worry, I didn't charge for that shit. But still, they sell for, I guess they're selling it for America, I guess. I have no idea. But yeah, I got 2 of them. We got cute little Alistair. Like, he's cute. Though, some of the details kind of bent a bit in the packaging, not gonna lie. But I'm not complaining. At least I'm glad I got him. And of course, and the DVDs was a fall. And then, of course, we got Nifty. Look at her. She's like so cute. They're like the size of my hand, and they're so cute. But yeah, I'm definitely, there's more characters they have, which as hell I'm gonna get all of them. Especially one of the characters which really is my favorite. Which I'm definitely gonna pre-order that soon. Oh no, so spoiler alert, I did pre-order the Blu-ray set, the planned release for season 1. So can't wait to watch that again when I get that release. So I'm gonna put these little guys over here so they can chill. And I fixed the DVDs over. Hold on, give me a moment. Let me fix this. Stitch, hold them for me. Thank you. Okay, now we go to the physical menu. So let me get this. Oh snap! Hold on, it's stuck. Give me a moment. Just trying to fix this, guys. Sometimes you get mistakes like these. I did got a game for my birthday. This is Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny for the Switch. I played it. It's on my Switch right now, and I did play it. Pretty good game. I would say that. Pretty good Nickelodeon game. Pretty fun. Has an interesting concept. You can tell I have the game still on the Switch because the cartridge is not there. But yeah, that's Nicktoons Destiny. And now finally we got the movies. So one of them I got for my birthday. The rest I got it from eBay. Especially 3 of them, which I recently just got now. That's why it took so long for me to record, because I'm waiting for the last package to come up. But these last 3, you will be surprised. So first one I finally got is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I watched this shit in theaters last year, and it is a fantastic movie. I really love it. Like, definitely my favorite Sonic movie of the trilogy. / the Knuckles show. Like, pretty damn great movie. Trying to get... Come on. Sorry, Mickey. Of course, we got the Blu-ray. We got some pamphlets. You couldn't want to know about Sonic X Shadow Generations. And here's the Blu-ray and 4K disc. Which, let's be honest, I got this for the Blu-ray because, my player doesn't play fucking 4K for some reason. Let me put this back on the slipcover. Give me a moment. Thank you. Alright, and now I'm going to show the others. But first up, let me move these guys out of the way. So, excuse me. So they don't get... Oh. So the first one is technically a duplicate. This is Thomas and the Magic Railroad. If you remember, one of the DVDs I got for one of the first Thomas DVDs I got is the French Canadian release, which is right here. But since I grew up with this cover, I said to myself, fuck it, I don't usually get duplicates, but this is the only exception, unless I decide to get the movie on Blu-ray. So I got the original cover right here, which is definitely a cover I grew up with, both on tape and DVD. Here's the disc, and also yes, I did put on a release date with the and they falling. One moment. Thomas, you gotta be the bridge to keep this shit together. Sorry about that. They fell over again, so I gotta use Thomas since he's so thick to help me out. So that's that. Next one is the second release that came out after Best of Thomas, which I got, which is Make Someone Happy and Other Thomas Adventures. This is a DVD that features season 5 episodes, which are mostly chill and stuff. And I glad I got this one. I did watch this just to see if the disc right, and it plays good. Didn't scratch one bit. So I'm glad I finally got this release. And fun fact, literally the next one I got right here, Best of James. This is similar to Best of Thomas, where they put like a bunch of episodes of James. They'd be like, "Yep, that's the best story." And it's from like the classic era of the show, which that is definitely my favorite era of the show. So yeah, that's Best of James. Speaking of Best of, literally the next one is Best of Gordon. So far the only one I'm missing is Best of Percy in terms of these best stuff. Not counting the UK version when they released during the CGI era. Here's the disc. But yeah, that's Best of Gordon, which I definitely need to watch. Next one is Thomas and his friends get along in other Thomas Adventures. This one I remember growing up as a kid. I remember owning this as a kid. I remember loving the hell out of it. And I did watch this like literally the same day as when I watched Make Someone Happy. Generally great release. Also, if you want to know what this is there, this is from the seller. You just put these thank you messages. I'm not going to say who because private reasons, but I pointed there just because, it is thoughtful he did that. That's all I'm going to say. Next one is one of these slim covers. And this one is very interesting because of one fact, which I'm going to explain. This is New Friends with Thomas. This has episodes from Season 7 and 2 of them from Season 6. And the reason why this is one of the interesting titles is this is the only DVD that is narrated by Michael Angelis. Which, if you don't know, Michael Angelis is the UK narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine. And in America, we got like Michael Brandon, George Carlin, Eric Baldwin at one point. But never Michael Angelis, except with this release. For some reason, he narrates the stories in only this DVD and this DVD only. And it's very interesting. And it's a pretty good selection of episodes. So yeah, that's your fun fact right there. It's very interesting. Next one. This is funny. I finally got this. Steamies vs. Diesels and Other Thomas Adventures. This is the first DVD release that contains Season 8 episodes, aka the start of the hit era. Surprisingly, this is the only Thomas DVD that does like hit era stuff that has this logo. And somehow I got all there, and somehow this is the last one, which is somehow funny. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm glad I finally got this guy. The next few are similar to New Friends, are slim covers. So the first one we got is James Learns a Lesson, which is basically, in terms of like VHS wise, the second release of those like home media on VHS. The first one was Thomas Gets Tricked, which I already got Move Stitch, which I already got it on DVD right there. So yeah, this is James Learns a Lesson. This is the original one because it has the classic hit one. It's, of course, similar to Thomas Gets Tricked, is narrated by Ringo Starr, which you all know him from the fucking Beatles. But I never listened to the Beatles. Like this show introduced me to Ringo Starr. So next one is Percy Saves the Day and Other Adventures. I forgot to mention, I grew up with Steamers vs. Diesels. I just forgot to mention that. Yeah. A lot of these Thomas DVDs I didn't own as a kid, which I would explain if I owned them or not. So this is one that I haven't owned yet. Haven't owned as a kid. I think this contains season 7 episodes, if I can remember. These next two I know I owned as a kid. Like I owned them as a kid. So first I've got Sing-Alongs and Stories, which similar to titles like Songs from the Station and Trackside Tunes. It's just a bunch of songs, but it includes some stories. Like mostly 2 stories, while the rest are just songs. So yeah. So here's the back. Move flyer. There's the disc. And of course, similar to other ones, when they include this, it's just like an instruction booklet. And it shows all the merch. So we're gonna put this up real quick. Okay. So yeah, that's songs. Fuck, I almost pointed the wrong way. And the next one, again, I remember owning this as a kid too. Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon, and Other Stories. This has I think season 3 episodes, and it's narrated by George Carlin. Definitely gonna watch this. Again, similar to this, has a flyer. The same shit on here. And here's the disc. Yeah, sorry for putting my phone down a lot. It's just, it's hard to try to do this with one hand since your camera is really a phone. The next one is Trust Thomas and Other Stories. I never owned this one as a kid, but I know this contains season 3 episodes. Here's the disc. And, funny story with this next one. Here's a double pack that features Trust Thomas and A Big Day for Thomas. The reason I got this is because at first, the seller would be like, the guy told me, oh, that one's maybe have a bunch of scratches. He's like, I could throw this double pack. And at first, I was like, yeah, sure. And then I kind of slowly changed my mind, but whatever. It's here. So I guess I got the double pack as well. If that one's scratched, which I don't mind because at least, he has the Anchor Bay logo. So here's the back. And interesting, this is one of those double-sided discs where it's like one side with different content and then the next side and all that stuff. And yeah. Next one is Thomas and the Special Letter. Fun fact, this is the final DVD. They use this kind of guy to like DVD covers for Anchor Bay. So there's that. Here's the disc. And yeah, that's the West, except I think one title. The West is like CGI stuff, except for one, which whatever. The next one is Team Up with Thomas. This is one of those season 12 episodes where they thought it'd be a good idea to do models, but with CGI faces with the models. Yeah, very weird. But I remember watching this as a kid though, until this DVD. Similar to this next one, or next 4, that's one of them. Here's another one I remember owning as a kid. Holiday Express. This has some Christmas episodes and stuff because, it's themes on the holidays. Uh, Speaking of full CGI, here's one of the season 13 ones. Thomas and the Runaway Kite. Remember watching this one as a kid too. I can't tell you my thoughts on the nitrogen era, mostly because I haven't seen that shit for a while. But I know, like, in terms of like in the Thomas fan base, they despise the nitrogen era. I mean, not as much anymore because of the reboot. But yeah, speaking of it, sadly, this next one I remember growing up in is Misty Island Rescue, which the fans called it the very worst Thomas movie. So, yeah, I know one. Like the only thing I remember from this fucking movie is the fact that Thomas is being racist to Diesel. And also, here's this little thing. Let me pull all this up, so give me a moment. Okay, so the rest in terms of these Thomas DVDs is I never own at all. So, next one is The Lion of Sodor. I think most of them I got the nitrogen era. Though I could be fucking wrong. Like, I noticed, like, one of them I got this from the Andrew Brewer era. But I think the rest is, like, surprisingly is the nitrogen era. Here's the ad for Timmy Time, which is the spinoff for Shaun the Sheep, which I remember watching that on some of the hit DVDs when they put that as bonus episodes. Here's an interesting one I accidentally find because I thought I get the American one. This is the French Canadian version of Pop Goes Thomas, and you can tell because they have two titles, which one of them is English and one of them is in French, like French Canadian language. And also in Canada, instead of Lionsgate, it's Maple. So that's cool, I guess. Here's the disc. Here's an advertisement for fucking Worry, the racing car, which I remember watching. Like I think one episode. Maybe I did see reruns on Sprout. So yeah. Thomas in Charge. Fucking Gordon's face right there, bro. Here's the next Thomas movie, Day of the Diesels. So, yeah, similar to Misty Island Rescue, a lot of people say, like, oh, this movie's shit. I never seen this one at all, but maybe I give it a watch, whenever I feel like it. And for some reason, the case inside is fucking shiny as hell. Yeah, that's Day of Diesels. Next one is Merry Christmas Thomas, which, similar to Holiday Express, is another Christmas DVD. Next one is Rescues on the Whales. Yeah, if you don't see why I didn't explain a lot, it's just because, like, again, like a lot of these ones I never own on duty, so I can't say anything much, but I'm glad I got them, you know. Next one is Up, Up and Away. Wait, did I show the other French Canadian one? Unless that's the only one. For a second I thought I got like... Okay, this is also another French Canadian one. Now, because I see this fucking logo right there. I gotta gaslight myself for a moment. The next one is Blue Mountain Mysteries, which people says this is a great movie. Haven't seen it yet, but we'll give it a watch whenever I feel like it. It includes like a little pamphlet. With all the merch and shit. Let me put this back real quick. And the last one before I show you, like, really what my favorite in terms of this whole lot. Second is these cute little babies right here, but I do love all of them I just got. Before a final Thomas DVD I got is Soto's Legend of the Lost Tape Treasure, which a lot of people really love this movie to the fact that everyone says this is the best Thomas movie. Again, haven't seen it yet, but I know we'll watch it eventually. And it includes some pamphlet, like talking about the merch and stuff for the movie or the show in general, and an abomination. And now I saved these ones for fucking last. So before I show you them, let me give you a fun fact. Barney has a lot of home video specials. And even if most of them was released on DVD in America, sadly there's like 20 something home video specials or episode tape, like a bunch of tapes of the Barney franchise. Sadly, never got a DVD release. But, and I always thought to myself, would it be cool to own these home video specials or tapes that shows Barney and Friends episodes on a DVD format? Well, there is one guy on eBay that, I'm not shit you not, made custom Barney DVDs. And these three I'm going to show you are custom, and I'm very happy I got them. So I'm going to get them out. Here they are. First one we got Barney's Magical Musical Adventure. It does like cover-wise. I guess this guy used the cover for the night. I forgot what year. It's one of the Wii releases from Lyric Studios. And man, this guy put so much effort in terms of these covers. And look, even the disc has art. I'm impressed. And I did check because I always thinking that they have menus. And I'm not shit you're not. These two DVDs, since they kind of like, it'd be like, oh, you could get this from the Lions Group era. Like, I'm not shit you not. They start out with the same boot up screens you get if you own like the Lionsgate Barney DVDs. And I was like, wow, that's some great detail you add from there. So anyways, fun fact, I remember watching this tape as a kid. I think I grew up owning the 1992 version of the tape. And fun fact, not counting Barney the Backyard Gang, this is the first home video special they did for the Barney franchise. Love to Live with Barney. This is it does like the tape. It's a clip show that features season 2 episodes of clips from season 2, but this is like a library exclusive until when it first come out. But I got the DVD because technically I gotta get it. And again, this guy put so much detail. Maybe I'm just like impressed. And then lastly, and yes, I will buy more of these custom Barney DVDs because you know me, I love Barney. Like the Barney franchise is really dear to my heart right now. Anyways, that one came out in 1993. And this next one I remember watching as a kid on tape too. Barney Live in New York City. And this one you could tell he took place with like the original hit logo. And not shit you're not, same fans alliance. They put up like if it was released during that time frame of the Barney franchise. And yeah. So let me put these up before we close off the video. And with that, that's the end of another great episode of the Animation Corner. Again, next month I will buy some more stuff. I'm not going to say what it is, because I want to keep this as a surprise, especially since I still gotta figure it out too. But next month is Christmas, so of course I'm going. I guess I will show off what I get for Christmas and stuff, if it's like interesting. But yeah, again, that's the end of the animation corner. I hope you guys like this video, and sorry for like mistakes and stuff that make me put my phone down shit. Like, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, until next time, hope you guys have a lovely day. Please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, happy Thanksgiving. Well, happy early Thanksgiving, because I'm releasing this, and I'm not sure I'm going to do like a bonus video to celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, until next time, see you later, dudes.